YouTubers. That's crazy. All right, here we go. So this is crazy.
The Mandela
Settle
Effect.
yourself in if you're at home.
Nestle in. I'm going to nestle in.
This is a bit of a big one. I caught down this rabbit hole the other day and I thought, you know what? It's probably worth talking about. So I'd never heard about this thing called the Mandela Effect, right? I'm going to pull this up just to, have the chat going for the people. So the Mandela Effect, let us know in the comments if you've seen this, but essentially the Mandela Effect is a type of false memory that occurs when many different people incorrectly remember the same thing, right?
Okay.
Crazy, yeah? So it refers to a widespread false memory that Nelson Mandela died in prison in 98, and memories are not always perceived exactly what actually happened, you know what I mean? So that's what a Mandela Effect is essentially. So there's heaps of these been marked down over the years, different ones. But I've got some movie ones. It happens with all different things. But this is hopefully this bloke doesn't claim us because we're going to watch a bit of his video here. So let's see if the Mandela Effect, if he quickly explains it a bit better for us here. But we'll see. We'll go back to the start and see what he's got for us.
Today we're checking out over 15 movie Mandela effects. If you don't already know what a Mandela effect is, or you need a quick reminder, a Mandela effect is a phenomenon where a large group of people remember something differently than it is now. When it comes to the movies, this happens all the time. You might remember a movie ending one way, only to find out that it actually didn't. Or perhaps you quote a funny line all the time, only to learn it was never actually said.
Oh, sorry guys.
Just remember that every Mandela effect
just had to turn the audio down there. You probably
sometimes only one will get you.
Saw the back end. So
no, we're still rolling on that.
Essentially, that's what the Mandela Effect is. I'll explain it better than this bloke anyway. But we respect it all time. So let's
go through them. I like this.
Let's go through a few and see what we think. So one of them. I'm going to try to think of the best ones here and find the best ones. So let's start off with something like the
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz, okay?
Okay.
So let's go. Let's hit this one.
Nice.
Come on. Be good to us.
Might get an idea.
Everyone remembers the Tin Man carrying an axe. Everyone remembers Dorothy carrying a basket and Toto. Even the Cowardly Lion held onto his tail when he was afraid. So what was the Scarecrow holding on to? Did the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz carry a pistol? Does that sound right? Yes or no? As it turns out, yes, the Scarecrow carried a pistol in The Wizard of Oz.
Sorry, next time I'll stop them and we'll go through them and see what you think. So
you have to guess them.
Yeah, so, and if you've seen The Wizard of Oz, let us know in the comments. Did you ever remember him holding a pistol? A lot of people reckon they don't remember it.
The brainless Scarecrow walked around carrying
right, so that's what a Mandela Effect is. Definitely better ones. We'll see what this one was a bit better. My bad. Let's get
classic 1939 movie, The Wizard of Oz, has been covered many times on this channel. Apparently, this movie is the Mandela Effect gift that keeps giving and giving and giving. On one hand, that's pretty amazing, right? It's a great resource for new Mandela effects. But on the other hand, it's terrifying how...
Yeah, so we'll get... Philip is here... just said, you guys are protected by the fair use policy. So as long as you're reacting to the footage provided by educational use, you can't be given a strike. The music's always the drama, which is, and that's exactly it, Philip. That's great. That's a great point out there because that is always the drama with these things like you don't know exactly when you're getting acclaimed and stuff like that. I think
we got hit off. We watched WCW.
One thing we watched we watched a wrestling one once and but we watched it straight from the WWE YouTube page and that got us claimed and they pulled the whole live stream off. We got
flicked off.
There's definitely I think there's ones where they really don't want you doing it. But as Philip said, most of it's fair use, so you mean most of the stuff you can do. Yeah. And then as he said there, Philip, the music is the
issue.
Is the drama.
Yeah,
so when a lot of things will have like a commercial song in it and stuff like that. But we should be good with this one. I think all the time is going to help us out here. So
that so many people have watched so many times just keeps changing and seemingly updating. This movie has previously been featured in 3 different videos of mine.
Come on.
So I decided to create a video 5...
come on. We're better than this. All right, I'm going to go to the good ones. But the ones that really threw me, I'll get you. Here we go. This one. This is a crazy one. Yeah, Forrest Gump. Because it's everything I was watching of this, I was like, yeah, that's how I remember it.
Forrest
and then it was
Gump
like,
is an American movie classic.
Here we go.
It tells the story of Forrest Gump's incredible life. Everything from his origins to his time in Vietnam to his life as a shrimp boat captain. His life and his adventures could all be simplified into one very famous and memorable line in Forrest Gump.
What's
Forrest
the line?
Gump is sitting on a bench talking to a woman.
Now, do you know what the line is?
Yeah, life's like a box of chocolates or something like that.
Life's like a box of chocolates. Exactly.
And offers some to the woman. What is the memorable line that he says? Is it life is like a box of chocolates?
That's what I've got,
You
yeah.
never know what you're going to get? Or is it life was like a box of chocolates?
So let us know in the comments, what do you think? So for me, just like you, it's life is like a box of chocolates,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Right,
know
so let
what-
us know in the comments, what do you think? Which one?
Gonna get? The answer is life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. What do you think? Is that what you remember? I know many of you out there don't
Play
like
it.
the
Is he gonna play
the
it?
single word Mandela effects, but this one is extremely
do it. He'll
popular
play
and
it.
interesting
Yeah,
because of the context of the statement. The two
Brad
variations are
says
talking
he's-
about different moments
agree.
in time.
He's-
Life is
exactly.
like a box of chocolates. You never know what.
Well, yeah, they're going to play it. It's a very slow on it. But yes, so it's life was like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
So we won't get through it all.
Brad's like, oh shit! Yeah, I know. That's
So
rough.
yeah, it's little weird ones like that. If I can skip around a bit better and find it for us. But this one, Luke, here we go. Here we go.
Darth
Star
Vader
Wars.
reveals to Luke
Where's our Star Wars fans?
Skywalker that he is actually Luke's father. This shocking twist actually threw the entire good versus evil trope into the garbage because it made it a much deeper and more morally gray affair.
That's it, mate. We don't care
Not
about.
only was Darth Vader Luke Skywalker's enemy, it is now
All
also
right.
his
That's
father.
right. Long form. It's interesting.
we're
This
long
line
form,
right
yeah,
here
that's
by
true.
Darth Vader is beloved by
Yeah,
millions.
that's true. We need to really once we start getting into those 3-hour pods, then we
Yeah.
can really.
quoted an endless amount of times throughout modern history. So here's my question.
Here we go.
What is it that Darth Vader said to Luke? Is it, Luke, I am your father?
That's
Or
what
is
I've
it,
got.
No, I am your father.
See, I think I've never actually seen it, but from everyone,
Come after if you've never seen Star Wars.
from what I hear,
Is
I've
Luke-
got Luke. I am your father.
100%. Let us know in the comments. Are you Luke? I am your father, or are you no? I am your
Brad's
father.
Luke. I am your father as well. I think
Exactly,
we're on the
Brad.
same page.
The iconic line delivered by James Earl Jones is actually, no, I am your father.
See, it's crazy. It's everything. Everyone always thinks the same thing.
You know
There's
what?
Something going on here.
Are we sure this guy's not going fishing?
No,
'Cause
no,
he's not
no.
showing us any of the
Is that
actual.
what you remember? Somehow,
I've looked through them. I've looked through them.
incorrect phrase, Luke,
I-
I am your
we'll go
father,
through a
has
few.
been
I'll
repeated
see if I can
countless
find
times
them.
online, in other movies,
Crazy
in
though,
TV
no?
shows,
Yeah, that's
and in-
good. That is crazy.
Oh, there was one. There's one that really was crazy. I'll show you.
Yeah, that's. I keep him going. This is great.
Also, I'll talk. We won't go through this one. It's a bit long, but the bucket list. You know, everyone always talks about bucket list.
Yeah, they write down what they want to do before the end, before their life ends.
People can't find. Everyone reckons a bucket list has been around for years, right? But no, they reckon that it was from this movie here with Jack Nicholson and Morgan.
Yeah.
You seen that movie? Great
Yeah.
movie. They reckon that if you look behind, I think this movie came out in 2007 or something. There's no evidence anywhere that the bucket list phrase was ever used before this.
No.
Telling you.
I was using it when I was like 14, 12.
No, well, how old were you then?
I don't know.
2007.
2003. I'm telling you, I was.
Yeah,
what's
well,
on the
that's
bucket
what I mean.
list.
It's crazy. That was one of them, but I won't go. It's a bit long, that one. So
That's right. What else we got? Vampire. Aladdin. Here we go. What's this?
Aladdin. Let's see if there's a question in Aladdin. Oh yeah, here we go. Where is Aladdin based? Here we go.
Another
We love
Disney
it.
classic is 1992's Aladdin. This movie takes
still in
place
the
in
air?
the
Yeah, we're
nondescript
still in
Middle
the air.
Eastern country of Agrabah. Well, here is the weird and confusing Mandela effect regarding
Brad's
that
right
movie.
about it too.
What country is the Aladdin story now historically based in? Is it Egypt, China, Iraq, or Turkey?
Yeah, see, I would say Egypt.
Yeah,
At a
so
gu- at a
100%
guess.
Egypt. You see all the backdrops and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You know, the magic carpet and all that kind of stuff, right?
One would believe this movie is based on a classic Arabic story or a folktale like Arabian Nights or The Thief
sure.
of Baghdad. Well, you'd be surprised to learn that this isn't the case anymore. Aladdin is now originally based in China and was originally envisioned.
See
What?
I'm telling you, everyone.
sure?
Let us know in the comments. What do you think? There's a
Isn't the Arabian Nights a song?
Arabian Nights.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's crazy too. Here we
Yeah,
go.
this is what we're talking
This is
about.
what we're
This
talking
could be our
about.
first 2-hour pod.
Batman is one of the most recognizable characters
Batman.
in the world.
We got some Batman.
His look, backstory, and logo.
This is
are
a crazy
iconic.
one. This threw me.
So what would happen
I was a
if
Batman-
one day it changed? Well, that is exactly what happened.
I was
and
a
I'm here
Batman
to get
man.
into more details. But first, let me ask you this question.
Here we go.
Which of these is the logo Batman wore on his batsuit in the 1989 movie
Oh,
Batman?
1989. Because I would say now is the one on the right.
This one, right?
Yeah,
Well, this
yeah,
is the
yeah.
one everyone remembers. That's the classic Batman logo. That's
Yeah,
always been used.
A or B?
A or B, people at home, let us know. Our friends at home, let us know. Is it A or B, Batman?
I'm going
This
B.
answer is a difficult one because both are correct at different points in time. The correct answer is now A. As you can see, it has 2 extra points on the bat symbol. That's pretty weird. And weirder,
Yeah, why would they change
So,
it?
yes, they'll explain it. This is what happens. It's crazy.
altered looking logo isn't reflected anywhere else on any other media. Even the box art and poster for the 1989 Batman movie have just a single point on Batman's symbol. What about the bat signal that's projected into the sky at night in that movie? It's a single point.
Single point.
Even the Batman toys for the 1989
single
movie
point.
have the Batman symbol with only a single point at the bottom.
Single point.
It's as if this one tiny but prominent detail was changed in the film, but every other piece of media around it stayed the same.
Yeah, that's
a little bit of a crazy one, but not too much. But hang on. Now the scary movie ones. This will be in the thumbnail because these are the crazy. This is not the craziest one.
Remember Scary Movie 2 from 2001? Well, there's a scene where David Cross's character has fallen out of a window.
This is a big one.
The butler reaches out with his malformed hand.
Do you know the quote of this one? You watch Scary Movie?
I've seen it, but not for years.
Yeah, I reckon people in the comments, you will know in the comments. You'll be like, we got this wrong. So watch this one. I think you'll know it.
There's a funny and memorable line in the scene.
So take my strong hand. Everyone always
says what? Is it take my strong hand?
Everyone always does quotes this movie. Take my strong hand is pretty much the most memorable quote from there.
Take my hand. All right, so this one's pretty crazy. A huge amount of people remember this as "Take my strong hand," which is funny because that hand is obviously not.
That movie's a big punch of nostalgia.
I know.
It's "Take my strong hand."
Well, that's what everyone quotes. Take my strong hand.
But as of now, that line is never said in this movie. Is that what you remember? Let's talk about a new Star Wars.
So that's
I would love this guy to put the movies up.
You know what? Just while we're flowing through, let me get that one up for you there.
This is quite. I'm done. This is one of the best segments we've done. I'm loving this. I'm right into the Mandela Effect.
Maybe you get on the Wednesday, you get the business. Did you know? And I'll get the just some real conspiracy theory type take. So if you write it in right to YouTube or what, it'll come straight up.
Strong hand.
Is it there? Take my strong hand, right? First one from the gates, take my strong hand. So then you click into it. You're like, what's this going to be? Now, don't claim us, but here we go.
Help!
Come on. What are you going to say?
Help!
Take my strong hand.
Yeah. Oh, take my hand. Come on. You're going to fall unless you take my hand. No, give me your other hand. Oh, my other hand isn't strong enough. You take my little hand. No, get it away from
See, he never says it.
There he goes. Take my other hand's not strong enough.
That's crazy.
Take my hand. There
he
you
never
go.
says it. He never absolutely. He doesn't say it, so it's just doesn't make any sense. That is very true, Brad. It's there's a lot to those movies in there. They are great though. They are unbelievable. We do love those. So what? This one was a crazy one too for the Star Wars fans.
What do we got?
Let's see if we can get it here.
Jungle Book.
The Jungle Book. This is a crazy one too, actually. It's a bit long, but let me see if we can. What's happening here? They just died.
My computer's just malfunctioned.
Here we go.
Larry Clemens thought having animated characters in drag was a surefire gag. Every time the story team would come up with a wacky idea,
so this is Jungle Book. If you guys ever watched the Jungle Book,
that would be hilarious. Eventually, Larry managed to get
this might show the age a bit. This is a bit older, but
wacky "I Want to Be Like You" duet with King Louie the orangutan. We put Baloo in a coconut bra and grass skirt. I think we finally managed.
This is a crazy one because they don't know what's going on with it.
The zany duet between Louie, Prima, and Phil Harris was a genuine showstopper. There you have it, an artist that literally worked on the Jungle Book.
Oh, sorry, I've gone too far.
He's gone way too fast.
So, essentially, in the Jungle Book, do you guys remember? Was he wearing a coconut beak and yellow grass skirt, or coconut bra and green grass skirt?
Is that the bear?
Right? Yeah. So everyone,
it's a coconut beak and a yellow grass skirt. This is certainly not what I remember from.
So this is what comes up now when you watch it.
Yeah, okay.
But everyone remembers.
Do you reckon they've changed it?
Well, they reckon they have.
And something happened at some point to change that. Floyd Norman is an 86-year-old American.
So they reckon that there may be that the
67 movie
that they've been censored.
I bring up
that
Floyd
Disney.
Norman because
This is have a look here.
Count.
So they reckon they've censored it and they've just wiped any evidence of the.
This is like if I was commenting on the production of an all-time scary video.
That's crazy.
I'm the person that would know best.
Oh, he's done it.
This leaves all of us with a couple.
There's like obviously
videos of back in the day type thing.
Where's the coconut?
That's a bit of a weird one, but we're better than that.
Oh, Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka.
Here we go. Now we're talking.
Something a bit more mainstream for the people. Come
So
on.
here's a Mandela Effect that really had me scratching my head.
Here we go.
Hopefully it blows your mind as well. Blank and the Chocolate Factory is a well-known
Blank in the Chocolate Factory. What do you got?
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
classic 1964 book, 1971 movie, and 2005 movie. I used to call all of these Blank and the Chocolate Factory, but now one of them is different than the other two. So that is today's Mandela Effect. What is the name of the 1971 musical with Gene Wilder? Is it Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Or is it Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Oh, there you go.
What do you think? So you're saying Willy Wonky?
I'm saying Willy Wonka, but I guess that's just from
I'm thinking Willy Wonka too.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out that the original 1964 book is called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The 1971 movie is called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
So we were right on that one.
And the 2005 remake is called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, is it? I haven't seen the remake. I
So
think.
what this bloke pretty much is saying, it's weird because Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory
Yep.
is mainly about. He'll explain it here, but
Yeah.
It seems like a huge amount of people online had no idea that the two movies were named differently. From what I understand, the assumption online was that all of them were named Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but now that isn't the case. It's strange that the classic movie, who focused on the character Charlie, was called Willy Wonka, and the newer movie, which focused on Willy Wonka, is called Charlie.
It's like a reverse,
so
like
pretty well
weird,
both are correct. That's what Kelly's
weird,
saying. I think so.
Oh, here we go. What was
Here we go. Toy Story. Let's get it. There's
Oh,
a steak in my boot.
Yeah, well, which,
Is it There's a Snake in My Boot, or There's a Snake in My Boots?
I think there's a snake in my boot.
so you think? So let us know at home. Is it there's a snake in my boot or there's a snake in my boots? There's a snake in my boots does not actually make
Make any
sense,
sense, does it?
English-wise.
Yeah.
Not that we're that good with English, but
Well, the
Let's see
original
it.
quote was indeed, "There's a snake in my boot," but unfortunately that has changed, and here's proof.
There's a snake in my boot.
see, boots.
Yeah, why are they going boots for? What are they doing this to us?
Snake in my boot.
Here's the strangest part. I know for a fact this quote was boot and not boots because I have a Woody toy and when I squeezed it, it said, "There's a snake in my boot." Another telling part of this mystery is that in Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4, the quote is, "There's a snake in my boot." So why is Toy Story 1's quote plural now? It doesn't even make sense. How can there be a snake in my boots?
Yeah, see, that's a weird one too. Just a little. This was a bit of a weird one. We're almost done, but I'll just, this is a weird one.
is some long form, don't stress.
For the Star Wars fans.
C-3PO has always had a shiny and polished golden body.
Did you know this one? This one threw me a bit.
But one particular and allegedly changed detail has been causing a lot of controversy. This specific controversy? Well, that's my Mandela Effect question. Has C-3PO always had one random silver leg? Yes or no?
No
The
way.
answer to that question
Oh,
is
is it
now
no?
perplexing
Yeah,
to
no
me.
way.
Yes. Strangely enough, this odd detail was discussed very little.
So
until
essentially,
this
it's
Mandela Effect began to spread.
whatever this
Many
Mandela
Star
Effect
Wars
is.
fans
Yes,
claimed
which I've only just learned about. But essentially, it's a majority of people think one thing, and it's
Not the other
It's
thing.
the other
C-3PO's
thing.
legs have always been golden, yet somehow, in A New Hope, this detail has seemingly and retroactively changed. So what do you think? Do you remember one leg being silver and one leg being gold?
See, it's So that
That's
one's a bit of a
crazy.
weird one. This is the one.
Scary
this is the last
movie.
one. This is a big one. So let's watch this. This is the crazy one. This is why we put it in the thumbnail. Let's check this one. Scary movie number 1. This threw me too.
Back in 2000, the horror comedy movie Scary Movie was unleashed upon the world. This satirical take on scary movies was quite popular when it released, so if you're an adult now, there's a good chance you might remember this movie. This specific Mandela Effect not only affected the actual movie, but also the poster for the movie, as well as the poster for the sequel, Scary Movie 2. Strange, right? Let's get into it.
Come on,
One of the
bring
main
it, bring
characters
it.
in Scary Movie
Bring it, son.
is named Shorty, and during one scene in the movie, Shorty gets very high and says, "I see white people." Now this line is a parody of the "I see dead people" line from The Sixth Sense. Do you remember this? Think back
You remember that? I remember
Yeah.
that. That was I See White
That's one of the
People.
great,
Saw this movie.
movies.
A lot
Exactly.
of us, including me, remember this very specific line. Well, it doesn't exist anymore. The phrase "as it is now" is a direct quote from The Sixth Sense. "I see dead people." Here's the clip to refresh your memory.
I want to tell you my secret now.
Come on, man. Well, this is the Origi Digi. Great
yeah.
movie, by the way.
Oh,
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense. If you
haven't
haven't
seen
seen
it,
Sixth Sense,
we're-
one of those shiver type of.
That's it. You'll never get that moment back
Nah.
watching that for the first time if you don't know what happened and what it was until you watch this and
In your back.
I see dead people. Spit it out, son.
I see dead people.
So yeah,
Can I tell you a secret?
here we go, Shorty doing it.
man.
I see dead people.
It is awesome.
Right, so
they've changed it, you reckon?
well, that's the thing. Everyone remembers him just saying, "Oh, you know,
The I see white people line was the comedic punchline for that scene.
yeah."
And without it, that scene just doesn't make any sense. Evidence to go along with the missing line is the fact that Shorty is in a room filled with white guys. There aren't any dead people, or ghosts, or spirits standing around.
Yeah, it
to
doesn't
the
make
joke
sense for the
land.
people. So
The satire isn't there. The parody is lost. Now it's just an unfunny scene that reuses a famous line from The Sixth
yeah,
Sense.
so that was a bit of a weird
As I'm
one.
gonna say quite a few times in
And
this
they've got it
video.
on the and they change. Yeah, well, they reckon they've changed it on over than see. They got on the actual movie poster.
in movie theater seats. In one seat is Shorty.
But yeah, that's pretty
That's
much
good.
Yeah, I might get some more next week. We'll see.